The chamber fell silent as the guards dragged the prisoner through the black steel doors. Chains clinked. Dust shifted under heavy boots. The kneeling court raised their eyes only once, to glance at the captive, and then looked quickly away. But not the queen. She sat atop her obsidian throne, cold and unmoved, her silver eyes watching the human with careful detachment. That is, until she saw his face. The queen's breath caught in her throat. It was him, after all these years. The man was filthy, bruised, his beard uneven, his once broad shoulders now gone from confinement. But she would never forget that scar on his left cheek, the faint lilt in his walk, the way his eyes, even now, searched the room not with fear, but with quiet defiance. "Bring him closer," she commanded. The guards hesitated. No prisoner was ever brought within 10 paces of the throne, but they obeyed. The man was shoved to his knees. He grunted, then looked up at her, and froze. Her face, her crown, her voice. He recognized her. A beat passed between them, silent but electric. "Leora," he whispered. The court gasped. No one called Queen Seraliora by her birth name. No one. She rose slowly, the crystal fabric of her gown whispering with her movement. "I never thought I'd hear you say my name again, Eli." The chamber was motionless. No one dared breathe. Eli lowered his eyes. "Wasn't sure you'd remember it." "I remember too much," she said softly. 12 years ago, she'd been a fugitive, not a queen, a runaway princess exiled from her own court, hiding among humans under an alias. It was Earth that gave her sanctuary. And it was Eli Kale, then a simple engineer in a backwater colony, who gave her a life. They had built things together, shared meals, laughed, argued, fell in love, until she vanished. No explanation, no goodbye, just gone. He never knew why. She stepped down from the dais, ignoring the scandalized expressions around her. "You were captured in the outer belt," she said, "smuggling weapons into rebel territory." "I wasn't smuggling," he replied, voice tired. "I was helping civilians defend themselves. A crime by our laws." He looked up, meeting her eyes. "Funny, you used to break plenty of laws yourself." The corners of her lips twitched, but didn't smile. "Why are you here, Eli? You knew we controlled this quadrant." "I wasn't planning to crash," he said dryly. "Or to see you." That cut deeper than she expected. He didn't hide his anger, his betrayal. She turned to her guards. "Leave us." "My queen." I said leave. Reluctantly, they obeyed. The great chamber emptied, until it was only the queen and the captured human who once held her heart. When the doors closed, she finally let her voice tremble. "You're thinner, older. You left," he replied. "That tends to age a man." "I didn't want to leave you." "But you did." She walked slowly, circling him. "I was found, taken back. They erased everything. My identity, my records. I was told Earth would be destroyed if I made contact again. They made me the crown, and then they put 1,000 chains on me to keep me still. You could have warned me." "I tried," she whispered. "The message never reached you." Eli looked down. "I thought you were dead. I looked for you. For years." "I know," she said, her voice breaking. Silence swelled. He raised his eyes again. "Why keep me alive now?" Her gaze locked on his. "Because I lost you once. I'm not doing it again." The room grew still. A queen, a prisoner. But between them, something ancient stirred, something unresolved. Leora stepped forward and gently knelt before him. "Do you hate me?" she asked. "No," he said. "I hate what you became, what they made you become. But not you." She reached out and touched his face hesitantly, as if it might shatter. I loved you. He closed his eyes. You still do? Her silence was answer enough. Then she whispered, let me free you. He blinked. And then what? You send me back to Earth like a dirty secret? No, she said, rising to her feet. I send you wherever you want to go. Or, if you'll stay, I give you a place beside me. Not in chains. Not as a prisoner. As the one I lost. The one I still... She stopped herself. The word sat unspoken on her tongue. Eli exhaled. You really mean that? I do. The doors creaked open again. Her prime guard entered in a panic. My queen, we've received word. The council knows the human is alive. They demand his execution. She turned. Her voice sharpened instantly. He is under my protection. They say if you do not deliver his body by dawn, they'll move to strip your throne. Eli stood slowly. Then it's simple. Let them have me. No, she said. Not again. He looked at her. If you defy them, you lose everything. She took a breath, then stepped beside him, and whispered, then I will lose everything for you. That night they fled together, queen and prisoner, past and present, heart and blood. They escaped the palace through forgotten tunnels, stolen skimmers slicing through the clouds of a silent moon. The council would hunt her. Armies would follow. But she didn't care, because she'd lost him once. And now she would burn down every throne in the galaxy before letting it happen again.